Good morning students. Today we are going to see that in the term 1 chapter 5 geometry. So before you are going geometry in 7th standard, we are going to revise. We have to recap the 6th standard geometry portions. So 6th standard what we learned that we are going to revise. So first line. So what is line? A line extends both the sides without any end. This direction and this direction, both the directions without end it's going. This is called line. Next, line segment. Line segment has two end points. It's a starting point and end points. So line segment have starting point and end point. Next we are going to see the ray. So what is ray? Ray have starting point, one end points. We have one point, another point it has no ends. Okay, the line, both the directions have no end. Line segment we have end points. The ray we have the starting point but we don't have the ending points. Next, parallel lines. So what is parallel lines? The two lines never intersect each other. Never, this line it will not intersect another line. It is going on the same way. For example, railway track. The parallel lines example is railway track. It will not intersect. Both the track will not intersect. The same, the parallel lines will not intersect each other. It is called parallel lines. Next, intersecting points. The two lines are intersecting. So one line above we draw the another line where it will intersect. This point is called intersecting points. Next we are going to see that collinear and non-collinear points. Collinear and non-collinear points. What is collinear? If three or more points in the same line, it is called collinear points. Okay, but non-collinear means two points is in a line in the same line, but one point is not lie on the line. It will come outside the line. So this point is called non-collinear points. So do you understand what is collinear? This and all we studied in 6th standard. Collinear points means two or more points lying on the same line. Non-collinear, it is not lie on the same line. Next, arms. So what is arms? We know that we have arms. Yes. In the geometry, what is arms? The rays forming an angle are called the arms. The two rays. We know that we have the starting point, we don't have ending point is called rays. The two rays forming an angle. It's two rays forming an angle. This called arms. So OB is one of the arm. OA is one of the arms. Okay. OA one arm. OB is another arm. Vertex. Next we are going to see the vertex. Vertex. What is vertex? Vertex is common point. The two arms joined one common point. OA is one arms. OB is another arms. The two arms joining in one common point. This point is called vertex. Vertex of the angle. Next, arms and vertex formed, we make an angle. So now we are going to see the types of angle. You know that. What is acute angle? Yes, acute angle measures less than 90 degree. Next, right angle. Yes, when the angle is exactly 90 degree, it is called right angle. Next, obtuse angle. So what is obtuse angle? When angle is measured more than 90 degree is called obtuse angle. Next, straight angle. You know that 180 degree is called straight angle. Next, reflex angle. reflex angle is more than 180 degree is called reflex angle. Okay, which angle measure greater than 180 degree is less than 60 degree, 360 degree is called reflex angle. Next, we are seeing the complementary angles, supplementary angles. So what is complementary and supplementary? Is complementary angles is the angle when two angles, we add the two angles, the angles measure, we add 60 degree plus 30 degree, it is 90 degree. Yes, when we add the two angles, it is equal to 90 degree. It is called complementary angles. Complementary angle is when we add the two angles measures we add, it comes 90 degree. This angles is called complementary angles. For example, 45 45, 50 40, 20 70. These are examples of complementary angles. Next, supplementary angles. When we add the two angles, it comes 180 degree. 60 degree and 120 degree is equal to 180 degree. Yes, supplementary angle is when we add the two angles, it measures 180 degree. It is called supplementary angles. These all we studied in 6th standard. These all the angles, lines, everything we studied in 6th standard. These all joined together. Now we are going to see the new concept, that is adjacent angles. That we are going to see that adjacent angles. Adjacent. Now we are going to see that new concept, adjacent angles. Okay, before we saw that and all we studied in 6th standard, lines, angles, complementary angles, supplementary angles. Now we are going to see the new concept, adjacent angles. What is adjacent angles? The two angles which have a common vertex and common arms whose interiors do not overlap are called adjacent angles. So, what is definition? You have to see two angles which have a common vertex and common arm whose interiors do not overlap are called adjacent angles. See, what is adjacent angles? Two angles which have a common vertex. See, here I written here A, B, C. This arm is D, this arm is E. Here we have the first angle is ABD. Angle 1 is, what is? ABD. ABD is first angle. Angle 2 is what? DBE. DBE. Angle 3 is what? EBC. EBC. See, adjacent angle is two angles have the common vertex. So, now we take the angle 1, angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2, it have common vertex because angle 1 B, ABD and DBE both have the common vertex, common arms. So both the angles we have one common arms BD. Here also ABD, here also next DBE. So we have common arms. So these two angles, angle 1 and angle 2 is called adjacent angles because it has common vertex and common arms. Do not overlap. Do not overlap means in second angle it will not it will not intersect the first angle. So it is not overlap. So this is called angle 1 and angle 2 is called adjacent angles. We will see angle 2 and angle 3. So DBE, EBC. Angle 2 is what? DBE, EBC, angle 3. It has common vertex. DBE also, EBC also we have common vertex. So, angle 2 and angle 3 is called adjacent angles. It is called adjacent angles. But angle 1 and angle 3 you have to see. Angle 1 is what? ABD. Angle 3 is what? EBC. It have common vertex, but it have common arms. Here we don't have common arms. ABD we have. Here we have EBD. So we are not have the common arms. So it is 2 and 3. It is not the adjacent angles. Angle 1 and 3. It is not adjacent angles. So 1 and 2 is adjacent angles. 2 and 3 is adjacent angles. But 1 and 3 it does not have the common arms. Common arms. If two angles is there, it have the common arms. The two angles. So angle ABCD. This arms is have common for this angle and this angle. If like this it has only, it is called the adjacent angles. But here we don't have. Angle 1 is ABD. Angle 2 is EBC. It does not have the common arms. It have common vertex, but it does not have the common arms. So angle 1 and 3 it is not the adjacent angles. In the same way, angle 1 and 2 is adjacent angles. Angle 2 and 3 it is adjacent angles. So this is only adjacent angles. If it is the adjacent angles, how you identify? It has common vertex and common arms. If it is have common vertex, two angles have common vertex and common arms, the two angles is called adjacent angles. I think you understand. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.